Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. So, this video, I wanted to talk about how people hate being positive. They hate it. They don't want to be positive. Now, you might be saying, come on, people don't hate being positive. People want to be positive. No, people hate being positive. Now, the reason why I say this is because in your everyday life, think about yourself, think about your friends, think about your family. Most people, they have positive things happening all around, but they focus on the negative. Or what I should say is they are looking at certain things and seeing them as negative. So a lot of times, what you find positive or negative in, certain situations is based off of your perception, right? Now, I remember a story that I heard once where it was a guy who, there were two salesmen and they were in this and they were shoe salesmen and they were in this country or some place where the people in the town or, in the area didn't wear any shoes. Right? So one salesman was like, oh, this is messed up. The people over here don't wear shoes, so I'm not going to be able to sell anybody any shoes. But then the other salesman said, oh my God, this is great. Nobody has shoes here, so I'm going to be able to sell everybody shoes. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same situation, but looked at in two different ways. So a lot of times, more people are going to be like the salesman who just thinks, oh, well, I can't sell the shoes because his perspective is looking at it from a negative way. Because when you tell people to see the positive in a certain situation, or look on the bright side, or look at a certain situation and say, hey, this might not be that bad. Let me see the good in the situation. Let me see what I can be grateful for in with whatever moment I'm in. Most people don't want to do that. Most people like to complain. Most people like to bitch. Most people like to moan and just always be upset about something. You understand? People hate being positive. They don't like it. Because what happens is that when people have things to be grateful for, or when people are, just going through their everyday lives, they take a lot of shit for granted. Since you're listening to this, that means you actually woke up this morning. That means you're alive. That's something positive that you can, look at that as a positive thing. Like, look, I'm alive. You might have been able to eat breakfast today or lunch today or dinner. You might have all of your fingers or all of your toes. Some people don't. You might be able to walk around. Some people are not able to walk around. And even those people who are not able to walk around, they still have something grateful that they can, look at as something positive or whatever. Or the fact that they can't walk around, they don't let that be something that, brings them down all the time. It's just, the thing is, people, they don't like being positive. They hate it. Because most people, there's not enough of people looking at the positive things, looking at the things that are working, looking at the things that are benefiting them, looking at the things that are helping them out. It's always this big focus on the negative. Because what happens is, a lot of times when a person is being positive, there's a lot of other people around who don't like that person's positivity. They're like, what the fuck is this person so happy for? What's his problem? What's her problem? Why is he being so nice? Isn't that crazy where when a person's being nice to you, you're suspicious? Why are they being so nice? But then you feel real comfortable, or you feel like it's normal for just this, everything to be all fucked up. You understand, when a person's just an asshole to you, is just, yeah, they're being an asshole, and now I get to complain about that, and now I get to go through the spiral of negativity, and this is how it's supposed to be. Because fuck that positive shit. People hate being positive. You understand? Show me a person who is positive, and I'll show you a whole bunch of other people who hate that motherfucker. Thanks for watching, and please share this video and subscribe, and also click the link below or go to LocarioMotivation.com to get the free audio program, Eliminate Your Insecurity: How to Build Your Self-Esteem and Be Confident.